Hello and welcome back to Createthings. So today we are corrupting another animal. So let's see which one is it today. So let's see which one is it. Let's spin the wheel. And today it is a snake. I love snakes, but I hate to draw them. But still, let's get starting. And of course, I will tell you the story of this little snake. Long before humanity built cities, before towers touched the sky, before machines poisoned the oceans and smoke covered the heavens, the world belonged to older powers, ancient beings, forces of nature so powerful that humanity once worshipped them as gods. But they are wrong, the gods did not disappear, they simply stopped speaking to humanity, because humanity stopped listening. Deep beneath the earth, far below the roots of mountains and the burning core of volcanoes, the ancient fire giant, Surtr, still watched the world in silence. For thousands of years, Surtr remained asleep within the eternal flames, and while he slept, humanity changed. Forests vanished, rivers blackened, animals disappeared, the skies grew grey with smoke and ash. Humanity called it progress. Surtr called it corruption. At first, the ancient god ignored it. Humans had always been destructive creatures, violent, greedy, short-sighted. But eventually they crossed a line even the old gods could no longer tolerate. The oceans began dying, entire species vanished forever. The balance of Earth started collapsing, and for the first time in centuries, Surtr awakened. The legends once described him as the destroyer of worlds, the giant destined to bring Ragnarok itself. But humanity misunderstood one thing about Surtr. He did not destroy for pleasure, he destroyed to cleanse, to reset, to burn away corruption so something new could rise from the ashes. When Surtr looked upon the modern world, he no longer saw humanity as children of the earth. He saw a plague, a sickness spreading endlessly across the planet. And so, deep within the burning caverns beneath the earth, Surtr began creating something, not a weapon, a punishment. Inside rivers of molten stone and ancient black fire, he shaped a creature unlike anything the modern world had ever seen. A serpent, massive beyond imagination, its body stretched for miles beneath the earth like a living tunnel. Scales harder than steel formed across its skin. Each scale carried the mark of Surtr's flame. But the most horrifying part were the eyes, hundreds of them, embedded across the serpent's body, watching constantly. Some were human, some looked almost reptilian, others looked ancient, unnatural, impossible. The creature saw everything, every lie, every act of greed, every war, every forest burned by human hands. Surtr named the creature Nidhoggur, the devourer of civilization. For years the serpent slept beneath the planet while humanity continued destroying the world above without noticing what waited below them. Then came the Black Summer, the hottest year in recorded history. Forests burned endlessly across entire continents, the oceans rose, animals died by the millions. Still humanity refused to stop. Governments argued, corporations grew richer, and wars continued, and beneath the earth, Surtr finally lost patience. On the longest night of the year, volcanoes erupted across the world simultaneously. At first, scientists believed it was a natural disaster. Then the earthquake began. Entire cities shook violently, roads split open, power grids collapsed, and from deep beneath the earth, something started moving. Massive shadows slithered beneath entire countries. Buildings collapsed as underground tunnels suddenly caved inward. People recorded strange sounds beneath the streets. Breathing, slow, heavy, and ancient. Then came the first sighting. A city near the coast vanished overnight after a massive eruption tore the ground apart beneath it. Rescue helicopters arrived at dawn, captured footage nobody could explain. A gigantic serpent emerging from the smoke, covered in ice, watching the city burn. The footage spread across the internet within hours. Most people believed it was fake, until more cities disappeared. The creature moved silently beneath the earth, surfacing only briefly before entire districts collapsed around it. Everywhere the serpent appeared, technology failed. Phones died instantly, vehicles stopped working, electricity vanished, as if the creature itself rejected modern civilization. Panic consumed the world. Religion called it divine punishment. Government called it a biological anomaly. Scientists desperately searched for explanations, but deep within ancient ruins buried beneath Iceland, archaeologists discovered something terrifying. Texts older than recorded history, and inside them, the prophecy of Surtr. The writings described humanity's final age. An age where mankind would poison the earth so deeply that the fire giant himself would awaken to erase them. Not with armies, not with fire, but with the serpent that sees all corruption. The creature was never meant to simply kill humans. It was meant to judge them. That explained the strangest part of the attacks. The serpent did not destroy randomly. It targeted specific places. Factories, poisoning rivers, cities built on destroyed forests, weapons facilities, and oil fields. Everywhere humanity had scarred the earth most deeply. The serpent appeared, and every time it emerged, witnesses described the same horrifying feeling. The eyes were looking directly into them, not at their bodies, at their soul. One survivor described the experience before taking his own life days later. He said, "It showed me everything humanity has done, heard every scream of every dying animal, every forest we burned, every ocean we poisoned, and it hated us." So humanity realized something horrifying. The serpent was learning. Every military attack failed instantly. Missiles shattered against its scales, bombs only enraged it further, and every destroyed city made the creature larger, as if fear and destruction fed it. Then came the day the serpent reached New York. Millions watched live broadcasts as the creature rose between the skyscrapers like a living apocalypse. Its body wrapped around the entire buildings effortlessly. Hundreds of glowing eyes opened across its scales simultaneously, watching humanity panic beneath it. Then the sky itself changed. Dark clouds swallowed the sun while ash fell like snow, and within the clouds something appeared. A gigantic silhouette holding a burning sword. Surtr. For the first time in human history, the ancient god revealed himself openly. People across the world watched in horror as his voice echoed through the skies. You were given paradise, and you poisoned it. You were given life, and you worshipped greed instead. The ocean boiled beneath his presence. Volcanoes erupted endlessly across the planet, and still humanity begged for mercy. But Surtr had already made his decision long ago. The serpent opened its jaw. Inside its mouth burned the same ancient fire as the core of the earth itself. Entire city blocks melted instantly beneath the flames. Humanity finally understood the truth too late. This was not revenge alone, it was cleansing. The earth itself fighting back through something ancient, and yet not everyone lost hope. Far away from the collapsing city, small groups of survivors began abandoning technology entirely. They returned to forests, to rivers, to nature, and strangely the serpent ignored them. The creature only hunted destruction, only corruption. Some began believing Surtr was giving humanity one final chance, not to survive through power, but through change. Years passed. Civilization collapsed slowly beneath fire, famine, and fear. Nature began reclaiming cities, forests grew through abandoned streets. The sky slowly cleared again, and deep within the ruins of the old world, the serpent still moved silently beneath the earth, watching, waiting, and judging. Some say Surtr still stands beyond the clouds even now, watching humanity carefully, waiting to see whether mankind learns from its destruction or whether the world must burn completely next time. And sometimes, late at night, survivors still report seeing hundreds of glowing eyes moving beneath the ground, watching from below, reminding humanity that the gods never truly disappeared. They simply became tired of forgiving us. So, thank you very much for listening. This was the story of the serpent, and if you liked it and enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope to see you next time again. Thank you. Bye.